All right, we should probably talk about like actual video games.
Ooh.
Let's start with John. What are you playing?
Okay, so I've been playing a lot of Red Dead 2. I know um it's I guess a lot of people are playing Red Dead 2, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm maybe the only guy that thinks this, but I'm a little sort of it's slow.
Oh yes, give me the
Oh,
hot
really?
takes. Let's go.
Dude, absolutely.
Oh, it's so slow. Like I feel like I've been playing it for like, I don't know, 20 hours, and I don't know, maybe I've done maybe 6 missions or something. I've bounty hunted. It's so slow.
Mm.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not into it far enough. But it's
Yeah.
I don't find it very hard to put down. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Aw.
That's quite the hot take.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It really is, though. I would agree. It's one of those things where it's got kind of a Witcher feel to it, where there's so much to do. Except in The Witcher, you could get to places a lot faster and you could do things a
Yeah.
lot more quickly.
Mhm.
But this feels like it's got all of that sort of variety and all the things to do, but it takes you, 15 minutes to go between objectives. And it's crazy because you want to do all this stuff, and there's so much to do, and there's all these places to see and missions to do, but man, holy cow, it's so long and it takes forever, and you talk for all the time, and you ride the horse, and it's so slow. Anyway,
You can time it with the gallop thing, but then most of the time you're tapping. You're not even sure if it's working. I don't know if I'm catching up to somebody, if I'm still going at the same speed. I don't know. It's slow. It's kind of frustrating. I've been eaten by a bear once. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I still like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I just
Mm.
it's slow.
Maybe it's like too much realism or something like that.
Yeah,
It's really weird, just in the fact that like it's exactly what you're saying, John. It's like it's so slow, and really, like, if this was any other game, I would just not play it. But
exactly.
I'm so fascinated by it, and I want to play it all the time, and I can't explain it because there's not like a lot that I like about it, but I
know.
like everything about it. If that makes any sense.
Huh.
Well, I don't know.
Feel like
It's so
something's
strange.
always just about to happen.
But it never Right? does.
Like, and then heaven forbid you make the mistake of shaving your hair and beard off in the first like 10 minutes of the game.
What does that do?
Yeah, what does that do?
Well, you kind of look like Hugh Jackman from Les Mis, right? Like you're just
Okay.
you're kind of just scalped, and then
Yeah.
if you get your beard, so then I'm like, no problem, I'll just grow it back. There's got to be a setting, right? You could probably just change it back, and no, there's no setting. And so I said to Matt, I'm like, how do you grow your hair or beard? You got to buy tonics. I'm like, okay, great. So I go to the corner store. I'm buying all these hair tonics. I'm taking them. So my hair's slowly growing back out now, but it was wicked long. I had a nice beard, and I accidentally shaved it all off. So don't do that, because it takes a heck of a long time to get your hair and your beard back.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, I'm on chapter 3, and my beard still isn't at full length, and I drink tonics like pop. Oh my God.
That's all I do is smoke cigarettes and drink tonic.
Like, by all accounts, my guy should be dead. Like, I don't sleep, I don't eat. All I do is smoke cigars and drink whiskey.
There is a weight system, like a weight and health system in the game too. If you don't eat properly, you'll get too thin. If you overeat, you'll get fat.
Yeah, but there's no penalty. There's only like
I
very
know.
little penalty towards it, and all you get is either underweight or overweight, and that's it. It's not like Grand Theft Auto where you get fat.
No.
There's just certain penalties. So you're faster and more agile when you're underweight, but you take more damage, and then vice versa when you're overweight. But I mean, I've gone like weeks without eating, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, exactly. I feed everything I have to my horse, and he still runs head first into trees and knocks himself unconscious.
I know, because the horse is so dumb.
It's like all I do is take care of him. I brush him. I get his saddle all nice. He's always clean. I feed him oat cakes and all kinds of fun stuff, and he still runs head first into trees. I kill him 99% of the time.
Hey, spoilers though, John. It's you running him headfirst into trees. Just saying that.
No, it's probably the controller. It's the one
Yeah.
without the rubber.
Oh,
on it.
because the thumbstick's all worn out.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Yeah.
But he still loves me. I still get that little horse face every time I pat him on his neck.
You sound so passionately like in love with the game, yet everything you're saying is like negative.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's
It's
just-
so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to be a part of that world, but I
Yeah.
just don't want to play in that world. I just want to be in that world. Anyway,
Oh man,
Yeah.
based on this description, Red Dead is a game about growing your hair back and riding a horse and getting eaten by a bear. But what are you actually trying to do?
Well, right now, aside from trying to grow my hair and beard back, I am also currently in the employ of a man in my camp and looking for bounties all over the place. And they are ridiculously easy as well. Like I don't know, it's very under rewarding for the amount of effort you have to put into it so far.
and the best part is that you're doing it in Wild West dollars. So like you'll rob an entire train and get like $3.50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I killed a family of people and I got a gold pocket watch, a wedding ring, and 95 cents.
Yeah, and they were saving. They were saving up for something big.
They were
They were
rich.
on their way
Yeah.
to pawn stuff.
Oh my god.
It's crazy, man.
But the cool part is you can shoot off hats and collect and like keep changing your hat from people that you meet. Or you can just, once you kill them, you can take their hat. But the fun part is trying to like using your bow and arrow and trying to like, pick their hat off and they take off and you just pick up their hat.
I have
I
like
don't know if you do this, John, but when I duel people, I shoot the gun out of their hand, and then I shoot the hat off their head, just to add insult to injury.
I've never dueled anybody.
Sorry, Jason, I cut you off. Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I have not played this game, but I've read multiple reviews, and no one has talked about what you two are talking about, so this is great.
It's really weird. Like the reviews for this game have been phenomenal. I think it has like a 97 on Metacritic. But then like the game got out in the wild, and I feel like there's definitely some backlash to the game. There are definitely people who enjoy it for what it offers, but I hear a lot like, oh man, the game's really slow, the controls are clunky, I just wanted to say hi to a guy and accidentally shot him instead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've done that.
And I just like curious, like,
Accidentally.
I mean, not saying that the game is bad, like I have no idea if it's good or bad, but I feel like there are enough criticisms here where I think like, is this really a 97? I don't know.
I'll tell you what,
if it's like
I
a slow
guarantee
burn,
you that.
that'd be worth it.
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm on chapter 3, and things are starting to kind of unfold.
Okay.
But I mean, I think that these 97s, 98s, these perfect scores, they're being given based almost entirely on the open world aspect of it. Like this world is unreal. It is so vast and so deep, and there's so much to do, and everything is alive, and there's animals everywhere, and you can talk to every single person you meet. You can go into practically every building, and I mean, it's a huge, huge world. And I think that that's likely where these scores are coming from. And I think that because it's such a big world, that is why people say it's so slow, because there's no. I mean, there is fast travel, but it's not really fast travel.
Yeah, you take a train.
And then everything else, or you can unlock it at your coach in your camp, in your bedroll or whatever it is. You go up to this map and you can choose it, but the quote unquote fast travel from your camp takes over a minute. So I don't know. I mean, I do see it, and like Jad, I know I messaged you guys earlier about the band playing. You can actually go and see this show. There's a town in the game called Saint Denis, and you can go to the theater and watch a show, and it's a whole bunch of things. And one of the things is a band, and they play this song, and this girl's singing, but the drummer is in the background. He's drumming to the song, and I swear to God, he's hitting every single beat. I'm watching him. I was watching him. I walked as close as I could to the stage, and every snare hit and I'm a drummer, like every snare hit is perfect.
That's really cool.
They don't even do that on shows, right, Chad?
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy.
But yeah, I keep wanting to play it. So every time I get on, I keep wanting to play it. So they're doing something right.
I guess.
I guess.
don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for punishment or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I hope you guys get more fun out of it as you progress.
I think so.
Yeah. Based on what I'm hearing, though, I don't think I'll be joining you on this quest, but I wish you the best. I'll wait for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want the game, so I had to pass on it, but we'll see.
It would have been nice to have some sort of co-op or something that you could do with it, where you could, partner with another friend and go around and do some of the missions, or I don't know, a little more. So it's not just you solo by yourself. I don't know. I thought it would be nice, but I guess the multiplayer is also something.
You mean you want a really big open world game that would be really good at single player, but you could also play multiplayer like Fallout 76?
What was that?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested to hear your take on that once you've played a bit of it.
I know. I played the beta, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Actually,